Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Pisces for May of 2020, 5 months into the year already. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading. It makes all of us Pisces named Frankie, I guess, for the time of the reading. But look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't believe these cards will go week by week. I believe they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us before we start, and it's, if there's one thing we Pisces know, is we know our jobs and we know people, right? We know who our friends are and we know who they aren't. We also know that this is a place, a time in history where everybody's an expert, but nobody knows anything. We're the one in the middle. We can find like the common ground because we read people, we read situations, we are very creative, and we can figure out everything and anything if the task is put before us. So I think, and we have like excellent cards this month, I think it's going to be an absolutely excellent month for us. So finding the common ground, and knowing what's going on, knowing ourselves and knowing others, and where they come from and where they stand. And I'm saying our words are good. They're transformation, vision, communication, balance, and understanding. And the card on the bottom of the deck is us. We got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That's going to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So we're showing up in our reading. It'll be male or female. It could be a person outside of us. These are general readings. So it's male or female. But the King of Cups energy is that's like the king that stands beside his people, not lords over them. It's not a forceful energy. It's a equal energy. It could be, like a kind person in our lives. Like I said, it can be male or female, somebody that likes us, loves us, and cares, maybe not loves us as much as could care a lot about us, like your best father, mother energy, because these are general readings that you could see in your life. Sometimes it can represent our own fathers or somebody outside of us, someone who would play that role for us, like a substitute or stand in for us. Also, maybe someone that we could be in love with the King of Cups energy, or have a relationship with, no matter who they are, whether they're a friend, an advisor, or a lover. They are trustworthy. That's the word that comes out of them. Trustworthy, dependable, that kind of energy. I can rely on them no matter what. That's the energetics that comes out of this card. Be there for me whenever I need them. That's the energy, could be a person who is very cultured or creative or deals with the arts, something like that. And if it is not a person, in our words, communication and understanding, oh my goodness, my lawn guys are here. I'm going to have to yell. I hope you guys can hear me because I can't pause it or stop. If it's not a person, it's a situation that's coming up around us, especially if it's creative, because this is cup energy. It'll be very favorable, artistic, but pursued any kind of creative idea, it would be very, very good for us, very, very workable, something that could actually be transformative, bring our lives back into that balance, and produce, the way they want me to say it is to produce the vision of what I am seeing for my own future. Produce the vision of what I am seeing for my own future. Because our next card here is the Hangman card, and actually that's an excellent card too, because that's like being sorry, they're going back and forth in front of the window. I'm like, whoa. That's being suspended in suspended animation between the past and the future. So it means a new direction is coming forward in our life. Time for new perspective, for making significant changes, looking at things from a different angle. See, he's not like upset. He put his own self there to do this. Making necessary readjustments, whatever it is that we need to readjust in our life. It can mean cosmic consciousness calling for us, our intuition developing more. Let's see, making a clean break from our past, right? Making a clean break from the past, concentrating, becoming really spiritually attuned, readjustments that are needed, but I don't have to hurry, like rush along to do them. Taking our time, making right decisions, right choices in our life, paying attention to where do I want to take my life in the long term. It's that kind of energy. Where do I want my life to go in the long term? Paying attention to how I feel inside, my inner development, and if I'm going to march to the beat of a different drummer, then it's the drummer that I can hear, because it's the drummer that my intuition is pulling up or pulling forward. Because we have to remember, Cup's energy is emotional and it's extremely intuitive, and we're extremely intuitive. So that word balance being in there makes me think, with that Hangman energy coming, right in the middle, between the present and the future. What do I want it to look like when I come out on the other side? And right now we have all the virus stuff going around. A lot of us aren't working. We're stuck at home. But I do think we Pisces are going to make some real clear-cut decisions, and maybe someone outside. But, for some of us, this could be a love reading, because we have a couple people cards in here. But on either side of us showing up for a reading, we have two major arcana. The next card here is the Wheel of Fortune. So we have the Hangman on one side and the Wheel of Fortune telling us that we're going to move forward we have another card that's saying that we're going to be moving forward very rapidly whenever things really actually begin. So the Wheel of Fortune is, we have started, like, we put something into motion that's unstoppable, and let's see, and we can't change the course now, no matter what we do. It's like, we did it, we've done something, we quit a job, we made travel reservations, we ended a friendship, we ended a relationship, something big or major like that. So destiny gets set into motion with the Wheel of Fortune card. So there's and it works out as it is intended, right? So there's very little for us to do other than get on the wheel and go for the ride, like go with the flow type energy. And when we do, there's unexpected occurrences that can happen, like we meet somebody while we're away on a trip, or we get made some kind of offer out of the clear blue sky, some kind of a new opportunity of some sort, but it's all part of the grand plan for our lives. So it's excellent energy. So, because the card itself means that it's the precursor, I believe is how you say it, the precursor to really good fortune. And that in itself is like excellent precursor to, I'm thinking, really good fortune, really real movement. That's how I want to say it. Real movement forward that's going to transform our lives and bring our, how they want me to say it is, and bring our vision right into fruition. So whatever it is that we're contemplating or getting this different perspective on, I can't tell you where it's going to come down in your life, but whatever it is I'm contemplating or getting the different perspective on, when it moves forward, it's really going to move forward because of something I altered, or basically with the Wheel of Fortune, like a decision that I made. And it will happen, because the next card here is the Eight of Rods or Wands. I don't know why they changed the name, but this is movement forward towards our goals, and the goals are assured. So it's strong energy, time to follow through on what already was put into motion and to make plans for the next move. And with the Wheel of Fortune, we put something into motion. So it's the card of shooting our arrows into the air, and they're heading right directly towards our target or the spot where we aimed, period. So it's a time for action, for instituting like the next phase of whatever it is we're doing, our enterprise, that kind of energetics. Rod's energy is usually business, finance, money type energy, so it can be air, like considerable air travel, landings, taking off again, maybe a new job, maybe actually with this next card coming up here, maybe a new partner, but things that move extremely fast. So we move with them, but we stay who we are. We stay who we are. We don't allow our own selves to get distorted or changed in the process. So we establish the role that we want to play, and we let go of anything and everything that we're no longer comfortable with this one in here. If it's not suitable, that with that hangman in there, the energetics of the hangman, if we're not comfortable with it anymore, we're not going for it. We're not going to do it any longer because of and I'm saying this because of this next card coming up here, because we got the Queen of Swords energy here, and the Queen of Swords, she's a very, very powerful type energy. It's air energy, so it's going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, male or female, if it's someone outside of me. So it's authority in the material world and in the spiritual world, right? It also is the card of, she can represent emotional loss, sometimes bereavement. When she comes up in here, it can be like a personal emotional loss, like a divorce or a separation, or sometimes widowhood or things like that. Maybe we lost a loved one with her coming up, but usually Queen of Swords is a powerful, powerful energy. So if it is a person, they are very strong-willed as a person. They can cope with the loss and they can go on, and go on. And do even better, like as an outcome because of it. So someone who could come up above a really emotionally devastating experience and come out on the other side of it, um, she uses it on the other side to open up new doorways, new opportunities to her, even the painful experience, if it is a painful experience. Normally in my other deck, the Queen of Swords has her sword out in front of her and she's sitting sideways on a chair. She has a piece of rope on her wrist that she's cut her own self. And she's got that sword out and it's like, come on. I'm going to either knight you or chop off your head. It's very strong, so they come out on the other side even stronger because of what has happened. Now, for some of us, we may be going between past and future in a relationship type of energy that we severed and going towards the King of Cups or towards the Queen of Swords energy and doing it very rapidly because the Eight of Rods is fast moving information coming at us, so we may be doing it very rapidly. So some of us, this could be a really transformation of our life, um, and moving us forward in that particular manner. For others of us, Queen of Swords energy could represent a boss energy. But if I was dealing with the Queen of Swords, right, that type of energy, they don't care about the emotion. You're not going to go into the office and say, George over there is being mean to me today and he hurt my feelings. Not with this energy. Queen of Swords will say the facts and the facts only. Tell me what George did. Don't go crying and boo-hooing. So if I had to make a presentation to this Queen of Swords, and this was work-related energy, right? I would go in armed with the facts before I said George hurt my feelings. I'd have a whole list of what George did to me ahead of time, and I wouldn't boo-hoo. I'd just present it, because she's fair, she's just, they can stand on our side, but it's powerful energy, but it's mature energy. So if it's we might be being called up to take on some of this kind of energy. That if something's not good for me, I'm cutting it off, moving past it, and I will be stronger for it. For others of us, we may be moving from the Queen of Swords to the King of Cups or vice versa in a relationship energy and doing it very quickly because of breaking from another one. So I don't know where this is going to come down in our lives, and that drives me crazy. But it will be towards whatever vision we have decided that we're going to want, right? And it's not going to be hurried until the time is right. Then we'll use that Eight of Rods energy, because the information came into our hands and it's there and it's now, and I'm going to make the jump, make the decision, and go for it. Some of us, it'll be like that type of energy. We're going to really be standing like in it this month. We are between the past and the future. But when this all comes down, it's going to come down quickly, and we have to know who we are, right? Knowing what was that? Know who my friends are and who they are, and I know people. Know who we are. Let's see our angel card here. Assertiveness. We get the Queen of Swords energy, and we get the assertiveness angel. Whoa. We Pisces, we don't want a conflict and things like that, but I'm going to say maybe some of us are going to step into that Queen of Swords energy this month. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Whoa, Pisces. I guess we Pisces are going to be stepping into our own this month. We'll be standing on our own 2 feet, doing our own little vision there. Well, can't get my pages apart here. It says you drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. It's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon the angels for courage and guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With practice, loving assertiveness becomes easier. Face the situation directly, read a book or take a class on assertiveness training. Replace aggressive or passive-aggressive behavior with assertiveness. Handle conflict with honesty and with love. Tell the truth to yourself and others. This situation is an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth, and the Queen of Swords is spiritual growth also. That's interesting, Pisces. You'll have to tell me how this all comes down. Well, Pisces, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really do appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or just go neb about me, or if you need or want to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. There's 2 short videos over at the website also. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you guys. The other one explains the sutra classes I put out there for you. Prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It's very comprehensive. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way that you do them, and all that. And the sutras are simple thought forms you put into a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions. They're directly to sutras that go together with the clear perceptions. And the videos that explain them are over at the website. So to everyone I've met through 4 whole years of doing these YouTubes now, and to all of you I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.